siglos fraudnos jus jape raita jape.
Ah, my magnificent new apprentice. Congratulations are in order, I believe.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
You've earned it, my apprentice. Now, I was just looking over this astonishing map you brought back.
You mean I have a lot of work ahead of me?
You must meet me on Drummond Cars. There we can talk more.
Drummond Cars. Got it.
I will meet you in my chambers in the Citadel in Cars City. There we can speak more freely of the work ahead, without the fear of unfriendly ears. This is the lightsaber I had as an apprentice. I want you to have it.
And what a fine weapon of murder it is. I've always wanted one of these.
Excellent. I'm glad you like it. Now remember, my chambers, the Citadel, Drummond Cars. It's imperative that we get to work on this as soon as possible.
Stop right there, slave. Darth Scotia has a message for you.
Give me the message.
The message is this. You will not go to Drummond Cars. Everything you've done here, everyone you dealt with, Lord Zash included, is insignificant. Darth Scotia has eyes and ears on Korriban. On Korriban, Lord Zash may have her way, but on Drummond Cars it's a different story. So you see, you have to die.
Kem, what is it you do to Force users again?
Gibay iswis aman hangujins.
Tosin, is that a Deshard? Maybe this isn't such a good idea.
Coward! Fight, you fool!
Afgudan Heifst.
What dark secret shall I share with you? Be gone.
medical attention. Be well.
All citizens are required to seek out signs of genetic mutation due to Rakul plague exposure, and neutralize the afflicted as necessary.
Quiet, bodyguard. Save your hissing for your own kind. As for you, slave, Darth Scotia is passing. Best get out of his way.
You sent that weakling apprentice to kill me.
It looks like I didn't try hard enough. I won't make the same mistake twice. Give your master a message for me. My eye is on her, and I know. Tell you and your master have no future on Drummond Cass or in the Sith Order. Tell her that. Now, get out of my way.
Ah, go fall in a sarlacc pit.
Out of my way.
Inubisnu dad ligmans andnan ele sarisuns.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
Nan Pairanans Jawan Janans Impan Guidis.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
Are you acquainted with a big, ugly, half-machine Dark Lord? He had a message for you.
Damn Scotia. What business, wretched ultimate? Yeah, you...
I can't...
but...
So what am I supposed to do?
Destination? Enjoy your stay.
จะไปสวยปะเพรชวิตอินกลาบนายกับวัสได้ In Teufel atraus.
Does this mean you found them? You found the archaeological plans?
Of course, my...
Fantastic. I never doubted you. Now, let me see. I bet my complete collection of Nagasado's
Tell me how to access this chamber.
There should be a hidden entrance. The tablet, it's Scotia's.
How is this going to help me?
You won't be able to lay a finger on. The plans suggest Scotia's apprentices guard this bed.
Inubis just nas jans. Now mipan asta na tods jans.
recovered the Trandoshan relic.
Then we've both had success in our endeavors. But the Trandoshan bodyguards are only part of Scotia's defense. His greatest weakness is that he's mostly machine. The rogue Sith Lord, Grathan, is holding a cyborg expert named Dorotsek captive. He has developed a neutralizer for me.
Of course, my master.
Grathan's estate is in the jungle. Interrogate the scientist. With any luck, Scotia will...
Ustaitnians and Parana, Rahitis ni Aino.
Destination? Enjoy your stay.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Evil Atlas.
Please, tell me Lord Zash sent you. Please, I can't stand it here any longer. I don't want to die.
I understand you've created a device that can harm cyborgs. Give it to me.
The device? Oh, you mean the neutralizer, the cyber neutralizer. My finest work yet, though I don't quite see what the use of it is.
Why to Fella Darth, my anxious friend?
But that's just what I'm saying. I don't know how useful it actually is. Lord Zash commissioned this weapon against cyborgs. The thing is, most cyborgs are only 10% machine. You need someone at least 50% machine for the neutralizer to do any real damage.
Tell me where it is, or I'll kill you.
If you want it, take it. It's only a prototype, but I guess it'll work if there's one droid you really want to bash. It's in the lab building, can't be missed. But Grantham wouldn't let me have the power cells I need to power it. You'll need to steal those off his droids.
Looks like it's your turn to die now.
No, please. Lord Zash said she'd free me.
du dann hilfst.
Shall I instruct you? I sense you will go far.
Not a moment too soon, apprentice. Tell me we were successful. Tell me you have the tech we need to destroy Scotia.
I have the prototype.
Fantastic. Magnificent. Perfect. Then the time to do the deed is now. Scotia is in his chambers as we speak. Be ready. Even with the power you have over him, he will be a frightful sight. Set your nerves of cortosis. Turn your fear into hatred.
I feel as though I've lived my whole life for this moment.
Good. Now listen closely. This is how you will kill Scotia. The relic you found under the Colossus is the key to Scotia's power over his Trandoshan bodyguards. Go to Scotia's chambers and show them the relic. The black would but be...
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
I see. Nothing yet. What makes this slave so bold as to enter my chambers? Tell me, slave, are you insane, or do you have a death wish?
I've been asked to kill you, and I hate to disappoint.
Skisk. Kill him.
This doesn't need to end in violence.
Clever. Zash must have stayed up many a night to think of that one. I suppose you'll be sending my bodyguards away now, or maybe you'll order them to kill me.
It should at least be entertaining. Tear him to pieces.
You shouldn't have done that. The bodyguards, they're nothing. Show. But you subverted my authority. No. is this? Ah, did you... Zash! Zash! You've killed me!
Weaklings are like clay in my hands.
Mindless. You don't know what Zash can do. Think of how many years she must have spent plotting my death. She will kill you, just like she's killed me.
I killed you, not Zash.
Well, when I'd heard she'd taken up with a Mandalorian, I was scandalised, just scandalised.
A Mandalorian? Does nobody value Sith blood these days?
I know. Don't you think so, Zash?
The places Amin's Waiheis fools. Gawandida seek from Tauhans.
I'm sorry, will you excuse me? I need to have a quick chat with my apprentice.
You must. Now, as I was saying,
Thank the Emperor you've arrived. It doesn't matter how much one drinks. These parties are just dull. I hope you've come to cheer me up.
I have done as you wished, and killed the Darth.
Brilliant. Simply, you have performed magnificently, apprentice. None of this would have been possible without you.
Lord Zash.
Darth Anaton, I'm honored.
Yes. I'll just let you two chat.
Don't go anywhere just yet, apprentice. This call won't take long, and I have some further instructions for you. As I said, my lord, I'm honored, but why call me?
You have nerve, Zash. Nerve. But I thought you were smarter.
With all respect, Darth Anaton, I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play ignorant with me, Zash. Scotia's dead, and you killed him.
Scotia? Dead? Oh, that's the first I've heard of it. When did this happen?
Just now, Zash, and you know it. What did you expect to gain? His position? His title? You know it doesn't work that way. Where's your discretion?
Discretion? I've been at this party for ages. I may have had a little much to drink, but I'm fair one. Though I have always fancied Scotia's chambers. So much more shelf space.
Zash, I don't want to have this conversation by hollow. Report to my chambers immediately.
Yes, Darth Anaton. It'll be my pleasure.
What was that all about?
Give me time to talk to Thanaton, and then meet me in Darth Scotia's chambers. And don't worry, you've played your part, now it's time for me to play mine. We did it, apprentice.
Selon se carigai. In bizo se waitai spira presen kretai. In bize.
But...
There he is. It's Lord Zash's apprentice. Surely he knows.
He wouldn't tell us if he did.
Warpine's Brigan Iswis Buidan.
Still, it doesn't hurt to ask, does it?
Colonel, let it rest.
I will not let it rest. Everyone knows Lord Zash was at the party when Scotia was killed, and yet everyone knows she killed him. She somehow devised a way of being in two places at once. If I let it rest, we'll all be dead.
That's not fear I smell, is it?
No, of course not. But one must be ever vigilant on Drummond Cast so that your enemies don't gain an advantage.
Maybe you shouldn't talk so much then.
But I must know. Please, you must tell me. How did Zash kill Darth Scotia?
Well, first she got a droid, and then a wig.
Clearly he's not saying anything, Colonel. Let it rest.
Fine then, fine. But I'm warning you, Calaveras. Lord Zash is becoming too powerful too quickly. Since when has anyone in the history of the Sith committed a murder so brazenly, yet made it appear that she was somewhere else the entire time? It's enough to wake the Emperor, I tell you.
Perfect timing, apprentice. I just met with that insufferable Thanaton, and I have good news.
How did your meeting go?
You would have been proud of me. I went into a reprimand, but I emerged a Darth.
All you did was go to a party.
I did more than you realize. Nevertheless, what's important is that we are finally free to act. Remember the map you found on Korriban that pointed us to the power of Tulak Horde? This piece is in the deepest chamber of the Dark. Now I have Scotia's title, his chambers, his research, and his key. He always said I would enter the Dark Temple over his rusting corpse. However, I won't be the one to go into the Dark Temple. You will.
Why me?
Before I went to Korriban to choose an apprentice, a furious apparition awakened in the Dark Temple, implacable in its anger, murdering all who trespassed on the innermost chamber. But I had a dream. An apprentice of low origin humbled himself before the apparition, pacifying it. That's why you and your peers were singled out.
Wait, you want me to bow to this apparition?
You must go into the temple and face the apparition. And when you do, I believe that your humility will be the key. Still,
you're a Sith. Start acting like one.
You're right. You retrieved the holocron from Korriban when no one else could. If that's not proof of your destiny, I don't know what is. Tulak Horde's power awaits us both. We must not lose sight of this goal. Use this glyph to enter the innermost chamber of the Dark Temple.
Sai galut saira.
Destination? Enjoy your stay.
Fraugent in alama patay galakay in alama amaynay. Size like. Swerpa.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
Atimpos verpa. Usa tidama. Sai is like.
I felt your movements in the Force, and they say I'm still too weak to leave. But I knew if I made myself enough of a nuisance, you would eventually come. The Sith throw flesh endlessly at what they cannot control.
What are you talking about?
As our family, you are my descendant.
What do you mean, I awakened you?
When the weaklings of this planet, but when you first grasped the hilt of your...
Tell me where Tulak Horde's artifact is.
Don't speak of it, wretched thing. Its master murdered me and laid me to rest in this catacomb.
In bizo ze waitai spira presin kretai. In bize e wanata atragata injais.
Ha! Your master is dead, beast. You serve the child of Khalid now. Flesh of my flesh.
I will...
In
Just because you were betrayed.
Look around you at my loyals. Beware you, but you have not taken...
It wouldn't be what...
Apprentice, do you have the artifact yet?
You wouldn't want to spoil...
Hurry.
I'll see you in Scotia's chambers shortly.
Good.
Fantastic apprentice. Scotia's chambers are... It almost makes me regret that we had to kill him. But I digress. I trust you were successful in the Dark Temple?
Did you expect otherwise?
Of course not. But tell me, how did you manage to pacify the apparition?
Apparently he was my ancestor.
Remarkable. A slave's lost ancestor turns up in the Dark Temple, and I sense your incredible destiny doesn't stop there. I've been studying Tulak Horde's artifacts. These artifacts will change every...
I don't know. I can imagine quite a bit of...
Never such as this. This artifact... Until I have all the artifacts.
The artifacts are scattered across the galaxy. Some hidden by Tulak Horde himself.
Documents and Scotia's effects point to Balmora and...
Seems I'm always stuck serving others.
Nonsense. You are doing this for yourself, apprentice. I have foreseen the power you will gain. But first, I believe I mentioned a surprise earlier. If you're going to find these artifacts, you'll need a ship, and so I have ordered you one. All you need to do is pick it up.
About time I got something for all my hard work.
Yes, you've earned it. You'll find your ship at the spaceport. Then, the galaxy is yours to explore. Don't forget...
Aber Barnhabens, glaube